Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening to Wake Up, Look Up, a podcast where we connect events happening in real time to the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm Zach Weihrauch. In today's episode, we're asking the question, what makes a good weekend? And the nice thing is, this is our Thanksgiving episode. So we could also say what makes a good holiday or a good extended weekend. This is a little more lighthearted, but I think in some ways maybe more practically helpful than other episodes we do that deal with more serious things going on in the world. I read an opinion piece recently that was asking the question, what's more important on the weekend? Is it to be to have fun and relax or be productive? And there are arguments for both. We all know we need to rest, and sometimes we feel great after doing nothing. We also know that it can feel pretty helpful to be productive, to look back at a yard or a garage or a house that we've done something good in and feel as though we accomplished something. So which is best? Well, part of this is rooted in the fact that I think most of us lean one way or the other. Most of us would, if we're honest, would say, given a Saturday with nothing on the calendar, we are either more likely to sit in our pajamas under a blanket and watch TV, or we're more likely to go find busy work to do. Most of us don't do a great job of balance. We tend to be all rest, no work, or all work, no rest. And I think the thing is, balance is actually the biblical idea. I mean, God orients Israel, for example, in the Old Testament around 6 days of really hard work. I mean, God is always asking them to do really tough things. They do a lot of walking. They do a lot of fighting, a lot of farming, a lot of shepherding. None of that is easy. But he also commands them to have a day of rest. There's work and rest. There's relaxation and productivity. Balance should be our goal. Even God himself, after all, in Genesis 1, spends 6 days creating and on the seventh day rest. So even God is modeling for us, at least in that chapter, balance. So the question is probably not, should I relax or be productive? The question is, how do I achieve balance, particularly when I'm more hardwired to do one over the other? So it's more likely for some of us that the Thanksgiving weekend will be a weekend of productivity where we feel more tired at the end of it than we would have had we just gone to work. For others of us, we're going to do nothing, and we might feel guilty or ashamed at the end of a holiday. Well, let me offer you a little pastoral advice and a little advice coming from my world on how to navigate rest and productivity. And the answer is a to-do list. And I know that's not a sexy answer. A lot of us are list makers. And I want to caution you because the to-do list in and of itself doesn't lead to balance. If you're a relaxer, your to-do list will be do nothing. Check. If you're productive, your to-do list will be 800 things. And at the end of it, no matter how many you check off, you will have added 2 for every one you checked off. The thing about a to-do list is it needs to push you to balance. So if you're a natural relaxer, you'll think of all kinds of fun and relaxing things to put on the list. I want to challenge you to put a few productive things on there. Put a project on there. Put an hour's worth of housework, laundry, dishwashing, whatever it is you need to do, put it on the list. If you're naturally productive, put some rest things on the list. Put on there family movie. Put on there 1 hour of book reading time. I have found this infinitely helpful in my life. I'll even give you a little insight into how I navigate this so that in my relationship as a dad, I have on my to-do list one way I'm going to connect with each kid each week. Well, that could be watch a show with them, have a conversation with them, go for a walk, so that on my list is do something with Deacon, do something with Ava. That's because I know I will check off my list, and my list is making sure I'm relational. I even put something on there that is D period, S period, R period. That stands for do something romantic, which I realize to many of you sounds like the least romantic thing you could ever do. But the thing is, I want to be loving to my wife, but I probably lean more towards the productivity end. And so a week can go by and I haven't been romantic, not because I don't want to be, but because I did the things on my list. I have found a to-do list as a great way to make sure I do relax and I am productive. I'm productive and I relax. Maybe the key to you getting in shape, the key to you restoring your marriage, having a good relationship with your kids, feeling less stressed, feeling more productive is a list that you look at and say, man, if I do these 6 things over this Thanksgiving break, I will have rested, I will have been productive, and I will have had a good weekend. This podcast is in praise of a to-do list which pushes us to balance, which of course pushes us to obedience to the God of balance. Have a great Thanksgiving. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. While you're here, we'd love to ask you to hit subscribe or to like so you get future content. If you listen to the audio version too, make sure you leave a review and a comment. That really helps. Consider sharing it on social media and helping us get the word out. And hey, while you're here, check out all the other content that Christ Community Chapel is putting out, including the videos that are around me right now.